Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about a case study. So basically, our case study would be based on the company Policy Bazar. So our main target is to summarize our understanding about the company and its operations, and we will also discuss its business model here. So let's begin with the company Policy Bazar. So basically, Policy Bazar is an Indian insurance aggregator and multinational financial technology company. Simply, it's a fintech company based in Gurgaon. The company was founded in June 2008 by Yasis Dharia, Alok Bansal, and Avaneesh Nirjar. Um, Sorry for the mispronunciation of the names. So, if it happened, then it provides a digital platform, website, and app where users can compare insurance policies and other financial services from major insurance companies. The company is India's largest insurance aggregator and has expanded its operations to the United Arab Emirates. Policybazaar is a flagship subsidiary of PB Fintech Limited, which also owns the credit product aggregator Paisa Bazaar. And if you talk about history, so Policy Bazaar was founded in June 2008 by Ashish Dhaiya, Alok Bansal, and Avaneesh Nirjar, starting out as an insurance comparison website. At that time, the Indian insurance industry still lacked transparency, and policies were mostly sold through agents. Policy Bazaar started by listing the details of multiple insurance policies for customers to choose from. It began as a price comparison website and an information portal for learning about insurance and insurance programs. The website subsequently expanded to becoming a marketplace for insurance policies. In the year 2015, PolicyBazaar launched its app for Android as well as iOS users. In February 2020, just 3 years ago, uh, Sabir Singh was appointed the CEO effective December 2019, while Ashish Dhaiya took over the role of Group CEO. In June 2021, Policybazaar obtained the insurance broking license from RDAI and announced that it would set up 100 offline outlets across India. The company also surrenders its web aggregator license. So basically, Policybazaar has a lot of products, like it works basically works in the products like Policybazaar moved from a price comparison website to an insurance selling operation. The company claims to process nearly 25% of India's life insurance and over 7% of the country's retail health cover. Policybazaar provides several types of insurance plans like life insurance, health insurance, motor insurance, travel insurance, as well as group plans. Policybazaar.com has tie-ups with insurance companies that help it procure information such as price, benefit, insurance cover, etc. Directly from the insurers, users can use the Policybazaar website or app to research, compare, and buy insurance policies from over 40 insurance providers. Policybazaar has companies who offer car insurance, health insurance, life insurance, corporate insurance, and travel insurance as its business partners. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India (IRDAI) regulates the insurance web aggregation business of Policybazaar. The company is registered as an insurance web aggregator under the Insurance Web Aggregator Regulations 2017. So basically, if we talk about the funding of the company, so policybazaar.com has so far raised um, 366 million US dollars in 7 rounds of funding since its inception in the year 2008. InfoEdge, which runs the online job portal Naukri.com, invested rupees 30 crore, that is approx 6.9 million US dollars, as the seed fund in Policy Bazaar in mid 2008. Intel Capital and InfoEdge invested rupees 60 crore. If we come translate it into US dollars, then it would be approx 12.86 million US dollars into Policy Bazaar in the year 2011. Month was May. As part of the venture round, Policy Bazaar raised approx 9 million US dollar from Intel Capital and Invensys Capital partners in its Series A investment round. Policy Bazaar raised 5 million US dollar in its third round of funding in April 2013. This Series B investment was led by Invensys Capital partners along with InfoEdge and Intel Capital. In May 2014, PolicyBazaar.com raised 20 million US dollars in a Series C round of funding from existing investors, including Tiber Global Management. Policy Bazaar raised around $40 million in its Series D round of funding in April 2015 from Premji Invest, the personal invest vehicle of Wipro chairman Azim Premji. The Series D also attracted money from Street View Capital and AVG Capital. Policy Bazaar raised approx 77 million US dollars in its Series E funding round. These were led by at least 3 new investors, including True North and IDG Venture Partners, invested in its round. Also, several media reports claimed that Boston-based asset management firm Wellington Management Group invested in the online insurance aggregator. Policy Bazaar raised a total of 238 million US dollars in June 2018 in its Series F funding. Tokyo-based SoftBank Group's Vision Fund led the round with its 150 million US dollar investment that gave it a 50% stake in the parent company of Policy Bazaar. E-Tech Assets Marketing and Consulting, the Series F investment, so InfoEdge put in $45 million in the company through a special purpose vehicle, effectively lifting its stake to 13% from 9%. SoftBank invested an additional $130 million to increase its stake to 15% in July 2020, valuing Policy Bazaar at around 1.5 billion US dollars. In November 2021, PB Fintech Limited, the parent company of Policy Bazaar, opened its initial public offering IPO and raised around 5,625 crore Indian rupees. That is approx 700 million US dollars. Shares of PB Fintech Limited began trading on National Stock Exchange NSE and Bombay Stock Exchange BSE on 15 November 2021. So this was about the Policy Bazaar. And if you look at the controversies, so yes, there are some controversies as well. Like in early 2019, Policy Bazaar filed an intellectual property case against insurance company Echo General Insurance and CoverFox Insurance Broking Private Limited for trademark infringement. In May 2021, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, IRDAI, imposed a fine of 24 lakh 30,000 US dollars on Policy Bazaar for flouting norms related to SMS advertising. On July 25th, 2022, Policy Bazaar acknowledged that there had been a data breach, resulting in over 50 million US user data records being leaked. CyberX9 reported that they had identified the vulnerabilities which seemed like intentional backdoor vulnerabilities which did not get fixed until 7 days, even though it would take out an hour to fix them. So this was some of the controversies. So if we come back to our question, so we have found that something about Policy Bazar, and we have summarized understanding about the company and its operation. And basically, the business model here, I told that it works as an online insurance marketplace aggregator, lead generation, commission-based revenue, customer centric. And the things I've said before these 5 points, I've taken this from the Wikipedia. So thanks to Wikipedia and its writer. So the source was from Wikipedia. And let's come to question number 2. So conduct a SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats analysis of the firm with respect to fintech industry. So yes, there are some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats as well. Like strength is a strong brand presence and recognition in the fintech industry. And second is wide range of financial product and services offered, catering to diverse customer needs. And yes, robust technology infrastructure and online platform enabling seamless customer experience, extensive network of partnerships with leading financial institutions, expanding their reach, effective marketing strategies and customer acquisition method, driving business growth. And if you talk about its weaknesses, then yes, high competition in the fintech industry, challenging market differentiation, regulatory compliance requirements and evolving policies affecting operations, potential vulnerabilities in data security and privacy, necessity robust measures, limited physical presence hindering accessibility for customers in remote areas, uh, reliance on technology susceptible to technical glitches and disruptions. So if we talk about this opportunity, so yes, there are some opportunities as well, like growing demand for online financial services, providing opportunities for market expansion, including adoption of digital payments and online transaction, expansion into untapped international markets, leveraging global fintech trends, potential for developing innovative products and services to cater to emerging customer needs. So collaboration with InsoTech and other technology partners to enhance offerings. There are threats as well, like intense competition from established financial institutions and emerging fintech startups, changing customer preference and expectations, requiring continuous adoption, economic fluctuations, impacting customer spending and financial decisions, regulatory changes and compliance risk impacting operations, cybersecurity threats and potential data breaches affecting customer trust and reputation. So these are some of the sort of our analysis, like strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat. So let's talk about how would we design a recommended system which would help out policy users with policy recommendation. So basically, to design a recommendation system for Policy Bazar, I would consider the following steps. Like first is data collection, means we will gather the your data, including demographic information, policy preferences, past interactions, and feedback. Second would be data pre-processing, like we will clean and transform the data, handle missing values, and normalize or encode categorical features. Then we will work on feature engineering, like we will extract relevant features from the data, such as user profiles, policy, attributes, and historical behavior. Then we would use recommendation algorithm selection. Here we will choose a suitable algorithm like collaborative filtering, content-based filtering, hybrid approaches based on the available data and system requirements. And fifth step would be model training and evaluation. So here we will split the data into training and version sets, train the model and evaluate its performance using appropriate metrics. And sixth step is real-time recommendation. So we will deploy the trend model to provide personalized policy recommendations to users based on their preferences, similarities with other users, and historical behavior. Then our seventh step would be continuous improvement. Then we will monitor user feedback and interactions, collect new data, and periodically retrain the model to improve recommendation accuracy and adapt to changing user preferences. Then eighth step would be A/B testing. Conduct experiments to evaluate the effectiveness of the recommender system by comparing it with alternative approaches and measuring key matrices like conversion rate or user satisfaction. So by following these steps, the recommender system can provide Policy Bazar users with tailored policy recommendation, enhancing their experience and helping them make informed decisions. So our fourth question is, what are the features you would require to design the system? So basically, to design a machine learning model for Policy Bazar, we would require some features. The features would be like, first would be customers information. So we will collect relevant details such as age, gender, occupation, income, location of the customers. Then we would also require policy details, like we would gather information about the type of policy, coverage, amount, premium, and tenure. Then we would require claim history, include data on the customer's previous plans, if any, to access their risk profile. Then we also require the details about health factor, consider health-related variables like BMI, medical history, pre-existing conditions, and lifestyle habits. Then we would also require vehicle details like for motor insurance, obtain vehicle specification like make, model, age, users patterns, and this all. And we will also require risk factors like we have to analyze external factors like crime rate, accident history, and natural calamities into the customer's location. So basically, these features can help in building a machine learning model that predicts insurance premium, assesses risk, and provides customized policy recommendation for Policy Bazar customers. So our fifth question is, how do you measure the performance of the system? So basically, the performance of a system can be measured using various evaluation metrics depending on the specific task and goals. So here are some common performance measures. Accuracy. Accuracy, like it calculates the percentage of correctly predicted instances over the total number of instances. Precision measures the proportion of true positive predictions out of all positive predictions, focusing on the correctness of positive prediction. Recall measures the proportion of true positive predictions out of all actual positive instances, focusing on the completeness of positive prediction. F1 score, harmonic mean of precision and recall, providing a balanced measure between precision and recall. Then we will require mean squared error, that is called MSE. So basically, it measures the average square difference between predicted and actual values commonly used for regression tasks. Then you would require area under the curve, AUC, that would evaluate the performance of binary classifier by calculating the area under the receiver operating characteristic, that would ROC curve. So the choice of performance measures depends on the specific problem, the nature of the data, and desired valuable criteria. So these are our 5 questions. So we have discussed a detailed case study on policyuja.com, and we have answered some of the questions, and we have looked upon some of the facts and figures. So these are all. Thank you.